So here are the 5 reasons why you'll fail the customs broker exam. Hello, my name is Vin of internationalvin.com. As you know, the licensed customs broker exam is one of the most difficult national exams to pass. It has about a 15% pass rate, and it is administered by Customs and Border Protection nationally 2 times a year, once in April and once in October. So if you want to become a customs broker, you must take this exam and pass it with a 75% or higher rate, and then you can become a customs broker. So here are the 5 reasons why you will fail if you don't do these things. Number 1 is you don't have the right study program. So to take the exam, it's an 80 question, 4.5 hours, and it's a very difficult exam, as I had mentioned, and you are tested on a plethora of customs, import, and export rules and regulations into the United States. So we're talking about entry, we're talking about broker compliance, AD, CVD, anti-dumping, we're talking about foreign trade zones, classification, and the like. So anything that has to do with importing goods into the United States, you're tested on. So you have to have, number 1, is the right study program. And there are about a half dozen of them out there. And I used Logistics Training Systems, logisticsts.com, and they have a decent program, and I would recommend them. There are some others out there, and the cost is about $1,000 or maybe $1,400, and it really depends on what program you get. So you get the study book, the guidebook, the workbook, as well as your 19 CFR, what you're tested on, as well as the Harmonized Tariff Schedule, the HTS. So a lot of books come in the mail, and you have to find a right program in order to pass. Number 2 is you didn't put in over 100 study hours. So it takes about 3 to maybe 5 months of really focused study to pass this exam. And they say usually it takes about 100 hours, and I would say that sounds right. You have to put in at least that in order to pass. So a lot of your weekends, your weekdays, you're trying to find time to study, and maybe it's an hour here, an hour there, 2 hours on the weekend, etc. So you really have to keep at it and put in the time in order to get through the workbook, and then to find out where information is, and then take practice exams. That's the heart of the study session. So you need to do that, put and plan for over 100 study hours in. Number 3, you failed to take many past practice exam. That's really the heart of passing. You really need to get well versed in past exams. So what you need to do is go to the CBP website. You can just search really quickly on the past exam. Maybe it's in 2024, in April or October, and then you can download past exams. And then what you need to do is find ideally 4.5 hours set aside on the weekends. Could be a Saturday or Sunday, and then sit through the exam and then take them again in the 4.5 hour period, ideally. Again, maybe you're busy and you don't want to devote all of your weekend to just that one 4.5 hour sit down exam. You could probably break it up too, but ideally you want to take those full exams, maybe 8 or 9 or even 10 of them throughout the duration of your study. So that's going to be how you're going to really pass the exam. Number 4, you failed to tab and highlight your study materials. The exam is really about finding information in the 19 CFR, your notes, your cheat sheets, and your workbook, guidebook, etc. So you really have to highlight when you're studying, write notes, circle items, and sketch things out in the margins of your materials. And then in that way you can find the information really quickly if you're asked about certain information, where it is, what it entails, etc. So that's really, really important, is tabbing your materials so you can find that information. So the exam is really about how and where to find the information, interpreting the questions that CBP asks, and then being able to find it in your material in a quick, efficient, and timely manner. So that's something you need to do. And the fifth reason you'll fail is you didn't prepare some cheat sheets. So throughout the duration of your study, you really want to keep some cheat sheets in hand, and you can make them yourself, or there are some some guidelines that may come with the study materials that the program that you decide to go with. I know LTS provides some cheat sheets, and in our work environment there was somebody taking notes, and then she provided a kind of a grid of where to locate information, common questions, and then how to find that information. So you can do that yourself, and you can prepare and then have some cheat sheets available in your arsenal of study materials, and I think that would really, really help you out. All right, so those were the 5 things that you needed to do, and failing to do them most likely will result in not passing the licensed customs broker exam. I should know, I've been at this maybe over a year and a half, almost 2 years now, studying for several exams, and then just failing on a few of them already. And I've been in study groups, I've been in study sessions, and I've studied on my own on the weekends, weekdays, and whatnot. So it's been a rough road, and just wanted to pass this on to you so that it can help your learning as you're going through this period. Okay, that's it for now. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.